Championship Wrestling. I'm Todd Kennelly along with Christian Cole. Another week of championship action and implication. 1 in a million, Maxmillion will be in action. You know a little something about talent and managers. He'll be flanked, of course, by Jordan Castle.
Yeah, talent acquisition is Jordan Castle's middle name. A young manager who has absolutely made a name for himself in our sport. Tonight we see his top talent, Maxmillion, in action.
Somebody making a name for himself is WWE ID prospect Jordan Oasis. This guy is as physical as they come. He'll be in action, but talk about physicality. You talk about our main event for the World Tag Team titles, the Wolf Zaddies. It'll be 6-man tag team action. It'll be Shea Cabrera, Bad Dude Tito, and Shane Hayes taking on Lights Camera Faction.
When I think about TMDK, when I think about the Wolf Zaddies, I think about the toughness and grit. They are throwbacks to the 1980s, bruisers in pro wrestling. Tonight, we are treated with their presence.
They spelled into our interview set last time. Will it be a howling good time or will it be cut on the title reign of the Zaddies? Let's head to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, originally from Tacoma, Washington, by way of Greyhound, weighing in at 253 pounds, WWE ID prospect, the Global Nomad, Jordan Oasis!
Jordan Oasis has been traveling and he has been leaving a wake of destruction. Christian Cole, this guy is physicality personified.
When you see a guy like this walk in the room, you know he can take anybody in this place. He believes he's the toughest man here in Hollywood under the bright lights. Jordan Oasis officially identified by the WWE. Tonight, we see him in action in Championship Wrestling. Looks like he wants a mic, partner. Oasis has something to say.
Interesting. He usually does his talking in the ring.
Thank you, thank you. First, I just want to welcome everyone to another episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. My name is the Global Nomad, Jordan Oasis. And I'm supposed to have a Heritage Championship match tonight. It's a big one. But unfortunately, EJ Sparks cannot be here tonight. Listen, I thought the same thing, but the truth is he actually decided to listen to all of you idiots at another place and injured himself, maybe broke his neck, I don't know, look at him. That's what you idiots did by cheering for him and making him feel like he had superpowers. He did something stupid, and now he can't defend his title against me. I find this very ironic because I was gonna put him there anyway.
Wow.
But listen, I didn't ride all this way on this terrible transit system all the way to Irvine to not do anything. I came here looking for a fight. So, to whatever idiot, maybe, I don't know, you blend right in with them, that is looking for a fight, just know that I will prove tonight why the Global Nomad should be a global champion.
Well, I don't think too many people would take a number to fight this guy, but this guy will fight anybody. Matias, he's built bigger, stronger, better, and he has proven that he'll fight just about anybody. Last time we saw him, he gave Maxmillion a run for his money.
From Gold Country, California, weighing in at 254 pounds, Matias!
These are two big dudes that can cause a variety of damage, Christian.
There's no doubt about it. But you got to ask yourself, who's the smarter one in the ring? And my money is on Jordan Oasis. I mean, the guy thinks everybody's an idiot. He must be brilliant.
Well, he's got to be careful. You don't want to mess with Matias either. He's a multiple-time martial arts champion. He's studied Korean martial arts where he was a gold medalist in tournaments out there. And two very physical competitors. Matias was a multiple-time lifting champion as well. So even a rudimentary hold like a side headlock with these two could do some damage.
Yeah, that's in deep too, Todd. He's got him right by the head, underneath the ears, around the back of the neck. Oasis powering out, but not quite.
You get a headlock from these guys, the Improv will be serving some extra fried cauliflower. There'll be some serious cauliflower ears going. But again, neither one, not the match they were expecting, as Oasis was in line for a Heritage title match. But you don't want to fall into a trap game, if you will, with Matias and take him lightly. Matias going with the side headlock again. Walking him down is Oasis. Oasis, such a lethal striker. You know, they say you never get another shot at a first impression. You see, are we going to get a clean break? Yeah, oh, didn't think so. Swing and a miss, and chopping him does Matias. Oasis made his United debut by decimating world champion Danny Limelight. I remember that highlight where he just dropped him on the guardrail at Thunder Studios.
Yeah, we knew Oasis was a dangerous man as soon as he walked into the doors of Championship Wrestling. But I have a question. Why is EJ Sparks ducking Jordan Oasis? Can you answer that, Todd?
EJ Sparks, you just saw the photo, not something that Oasis should have really been showing, just a classless move in my estimation. Violation? But yeah, indeed, roll up now by Oasis. But yes, EJ Sparks was injured over the weekend. Luckily it was just a bad neck sprain, but he's going to be out of action for some time, but nothing too serious, thank goodness for that. Running him over is Matias. Not too many people can drop Oasis with a single shoulder strike, and that's what Matias did. Look at this, high elevation on the hip toss.
What you notice immediately when watching Matias wrestle is his ability to control the ring. He is in control and is able to now corner and isolate his opponent in the corner. This is what you want to see from a pro wrestler. The speed, the strength, the ability to tackle. Matias is the real deal.
Yeah, big shoulder in the corner, doubles it up. I mean, that will absolutely break you in half. If it wasn't for the turnbuckles, I think Oasis would be flat on the canvas. Looking to follow it up now is Matias. Look at the strength.
And just after bringing it up, you start to see the strength, but nice counter here by Oasis.
Was able to shift his weight there, and now putting on the brakes. Both these guys have the magnetic boots on, Christian. Big vertical suplex there by Matias.
Yeah, beautiful. Matias able to get in now. Looks for the lateral press, hooks the outside leg, and only 1.5 or 2 there from veteran referee Chris Massey. I got to tell you, this is the game plan that Matias needs to go with. He needs to shorten his opponent down, take away the vertical base, and put that arm seat in for the submission. Chris Massey is asking, does Jordan Oasis want to continue?
This would be a huge victory for Matias. Would springboard him into championship competition, you got to believe, because that's exactly where Oasis has been. He faced Danny Limelight, was non-title, but he really took a toll. Yeah, it really was. And he was in that 5-man scramble, you'll recall, for the Heritage title. Oasis was not pinned in that matchup, where EJ Sparks was crowned the new Heritage champion.
And then ever since then, EJ's just been ducking my man Jordan Oasis. It's unbelievable.
He hasn't been ducking anybody. He got injured in battle. What a clothesline by Oasis. And this guy is a lethal striker. As he goes into the full mount now, this is not where you want to be.
Those are just bombs, TK. He's dropping big bombs and now stomping a mud hole in Matias.
Yeah, Matias is in deep water there too. He's out on an island. There's no way to get to a rope. No way to get any salvation there. And you can just tell he would have had a title shot tonight, would have Oasis low bridge, but maybe he's not focused. Do you think he's maybe not focused on the task at hand, Matias?
A little ticked off if you're coming, you're trying to get some gold, you make a trip to Hollywood, you want to take back the prestige of that championship, and instead you have to fight Matias in what looks to be a brawl now that's broken out into the outside.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Christian. I think he issued an open challenge to any of the idiots in the back. So sorry that somebody came out that's willing to punch this guy in the mouth and can match him when it comes to physicality.
Watch out here. Watch out.
Man. These guys could go everywhere. Every seat might become a ringside seat in this one. Oasis so dangerous, though, and I'll tell you, this guy is a lethal striker. We've got to take a break. We'll be back. Hold on, Oasis going for the cover.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. What an opening contest. And I'll tell you, throughout the break, Jordan Oasis making Matias pay the physical price, and more of it here.
Yeah, it's been a beatdown ever since we went to break, paying some bills around here. And Jordan Oasis continues to show why he's one of the most intimidating men. As a cover now, one of the most intimidating men Hollywood has to offer at this time. And you know, there's a reason why he wants this championship from EJ Sparks. He's had his eye on it for many moons now, and I personally think he should have been in a championship match tonight. There should be no reason why he still doesn't have a title shot at tonight. You put him against Big Mama, I don't care, get him a title.
I'll tell you, Big Mama would probably take that fight. She'll fight anybody too. It's a bizarro world around here. If I am an athlete, I gotta tell you, on the Evolve roster, NXT, even the WWE main roster, I hope and pray that Oasis doesn't get the fast track, okay? Because I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. He's dangerous. Into the cover after that huge lariat. And you got to look out for the strikes from Oasis. He's got that big looping strike he calls the Hilltop hook. He used to call it the Haddonfield hook. I like that, a little Halloween reference.
Yeah, not only is he a great striker, TK, but he's able to control the mat. Mat-based wrestling is also a skill Jordan Oasis possesses. He's a 5-tool guy. Fans trying to get behind Matias to fight against him. They didn't like being called idiots earlier tonight.
Yeah, but don't sleep on the power of Matias either. Runs right into that big scoop slam, though. Beautiful timing. And again, going right back up the middle into the senton.
That got to be it, Todd.
Matias in deep trouble. Hook of the leg. Only a count of 2. That canvas is becoming a dissection pan, and Matias is getting picked apart.
Yeah, it's like a snare drum for Chris Massey, who's hit about 8 2-counts so far during this fight. And I got to tell you, Jordan Oasis, man, he has the poise. There's a reason why WWE ID had identified him as an up-and-coming star in our sport. Right now, he's trying to earn a title here, and I don't blame him. He deserves championship gold the way this guy looks in the ring.
Digging down deep, though, is Matias. This guy is hard-nosed, tough, physical, keeps on fighting. He's got that fight on mentality. Again, he's a guy that stepped up against the likes of Maxmillion, who we will see in action, and now against Jordan Oasis. So he will not shy away from a fight.
No doubt about it.
Slowing down the pace again.
Smart. It's smart, TK. This is what he does. He's able to, maniacally pick his opponents apart, keep Matias off of his feet. And he's showing the brass around here in Hollywood exactly why, whether it's EJ Sparks, Big Mama, or anybody else, he deserves a championship shot.
I don't agree with this, though. There's no call for a lackadaisical cover. Yes, he's in control.
In my hood, we call that confidence, TK. This is a confident man. He thinks he can put him away with a stomp on the heart. Didn't work out this time, but I like his confidence.
Did it win him the match? Did it get him the 1, 2, 3? He hooks the leg. Maybe he's already heading to the back and collecting his envelope. There's certain guys that he's going to find as he goes up, wily veterans of the game and under the bright lights. There's people that you don't just let stick around and fight from underneath. He might learn it.
Here.
He might learn it this episode. He might learn it from Matias, who is unloading some serious soup bones.
Yeah, right hand after right hand from Matias. He's looking to mount a comeback here. Irish whip, but it's reversed. And oh, nice clothesline. Matias is back in this fight. Goes in for the cover here, TK.
Literally fighting fire with fire, looking for the win. How close was that? Almost stunned the WWE ID prospect. Now, we have seen some upsets when it comes to the prospects. How about Joe the Action Braxton getting a win over WWE ID prospect Jack Cartwheel?
Yeah, that was a really impressive match. You could check that match out on our YouTube page. That was an incredible fight. I mean, to see Cartwheel in the ring and then to come up short. Wow. Oh my God, sidewalk slam.
Big spine buster there.
Excuse me.
That's all right by Oasis. And now goes for the cover. And I've said it before, when you're in there with Oasis, there's no palm trees, there's no cool water, there's no refreshing drinks with umbrellas. You are in the desert, all right? It is rough territory when you're in there with Oasis.
I think Matias might be seeing stars right now. He is still in the fight. TK talked about his heart earlier tonight, but right now he's going to need a lot more than that.
Before that big spine buster, I was going to mention that Ice Williams was very instrumental in the victory of Joe the Action Braxton. But that goes to show you the numbers game can be effective for lights, camera, action. Will we see that in our main event? Tag team titles on the line.
Only time will tell, but that's a great question to ask.
Again, the Mighty Zaddies. There'll be Shane Haste, Shea Cabrera, Bad Dude Tito, with the tag team titles on the line in a six-man tag. You got to love that against Lights, Camera, Faction. I believe it'll be Watson, Fresco-Matic, and Joe the Action Braxton representing Lights, Camera, Faction. What a match we got here, though. This has been a war of attrition. This is like a battle that would take place in where I used to spend a lot of time, down in the trenches in the O-line, D-line.
It's everything we talked about in the scouting report. It's hard hitting. It's fast. Both men bruising. And oh my God, Matias now slowly picking apart with shot after shot to the abdomen. Jordan Oasis talking some trash to Matias.
He is lethal with that, is Matias. I mean, just digging that shoulder. But he went to the well one too many times. Came up empty, came up dry, fittingly enough.
I think his left shoulder may have made contact with that steel ring post. Oh, nasty backbreaker display on power on display from Jordan Oasis.
Might be cannonball time. This big man gets that big body rolling in a hurry. Here it is. Look at that. Oh, he went up and over. A little
showmanship from Jordan Oasis.
Maybe. Well, he'll hit you from all angles. He might hit him from the front out. There you go. How about that?
He can do a little bit of everything, a little bit of flipping, a little bit of power, some mat wrestling submissions.
It's funny you say that. Hold on, goes for the cover here. As I mentioned it before, he trained with the likes of Ultimo Dragon. He was originally trained in the style of Lucha Libre. Hard to believe when you look at his size, stature, and frame, but that was the initial style that he learned, and he can still do it quite well.
You can kind of see it, TK. You can kind of see his ability to come from any angle to master this craft and what it has to offer internationally. Jordan Oasis has got it all.
This is an absolute slugfest. Look at that, incredible rolling through into the cover, upset City, USA.
Man.
No, got detoured at the last second.
What would it do for Jordan Oasis' title chances against EJ Sparks if he were to lose to Matias tonight? And would Matias then vault himself into position to be a #1 contender and get a championship shot?
Incredible. I think he calls that the crowning moment. That was very, very impressive by Matias, but just not enough. Something left in the tank of Oasis. Look out here, roll up,
nice.
Heads up move there. I love that. Got the wide base. I think maybe if he ran the feet, he would have gotten the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and now a sunset flip. Look at that.
On the sunset strip. There's a little throwback.
Only two. They're putting Chris Massey to work here in this match. Jordan Oasis hits a nasty German suplex.
This is a buffet of brutality. All you can eat suplexes and strikes in this one. And a big belly-to-back suplex there. Nicely executed. And this is the best I think we've ever seen of Matias. And again, he's in there with a WWE ID prospect. His stock is rising, but he wants the win. Can he get the 1, 2, 3? Fireman's carry. Out the back door, and there it is, the Hell-Top Hook.
He's out.
By Oasis, Nighty Night. Call the Sandman, tell him he's on. Here's the cover, Oasis gets the win.
Here is your winner, Jordan Oasis.
Jordan Oasis asked for a fight. He got one tonight in the form of Matias, but a very, very impressive physical win. No surprise there.
Yeah, for the folks around here signing paychecks, you are on notice. Jordan Oasis deserves that title shot, whether EJ Sparks wants to duck this man or not.
The feast of physicality continues again in our main event. The Zaddies, Lights, Camera, Faction. We'll be back.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called Car Shield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through Car Shield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through Car Shield. 2, plans through Car Shield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call Car Shield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call Car Shield now.
Call Car Shield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the Car Shield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
I'm standing by with Brittany Brooks ahead of her big United Wrestling Network Women's Championship match against Big Mama next week, as well as her Pink Dream Team partner, Alex Gracia.
Yes, so Big Mama is back, and we all know she's big and bad, and she might have gotten the best of me, but as the Pink Dream, I don't stay down. And so her new opponent, Brittany Brooks, just like me, is pretty, girly, and gritty. So I'm gonna stand by and support my fellow Pink lover, and we are going to win that championship.
Oh, thank you, Alex. You know, Big Mama's not the only one who's back. I'm finally back at Championship Wrestling, and I'm honestly so excited, but I know that I have a big challenge ahead of me, big pun intended, against Big Mama. But honestly, it doesn't really matter who's in the ring with the center of attention, because next week I am walking out the new United Wrestling Network Women's Champion. Why? Because it's Brittany.
Whoa. That match happens next week, everybody.
You know, I have been exceedingly patient with you people. I really have. And this is how you behave? You know what I think it is? I think it's jealousy. I think you are jealous that you are not like him, because he is perfection and you are nothing. He is God and you are dirt. You should be kissing the very ground that he walks on, and even that is less than you deserve. His opponent tonight didn't even have the guts to show up because he was so afraid of what was gonna happen to him. And after the poison that you idiots are putting into his beautiful ears, oh man, I pity the schmuck that they found to replace him. From Montenegro, standing 6'4", weighing 245 pounds, he is 1 in a million, Maxmillion.
All right, the very enamored Jordan Castle when it comes to his acquisition of this big man from Montenegro, Maxmillion, 1 in a million. Now, you know, you've acquired a lot of talent in your managerial days. over the years, including the likes of Scorpio Sky. Your thoughts on this tandem, this business relationship?
I gotta shoot with you, TK. I look at Jordan Castle, I see an abundance of talent within himself. But then I look at the talent he surrounds himself with, and it's just talent expedited. It's talent with an
This guy's got everybody talking too. And when you look at, the comments on the episodes, they're talking about Maxmillion. Doesn't have a championship title around his waist. He's not in competition for that yet, but he's got everybody buzzing, everybody talking.
I mean, Maxmillion is exactly how you would draw up a superhero in a comic.
Or a supervillain, for that matter.
At 168 pounds, the headbang extremist, Hex!
Hex is no stranger to a long night. He's been at plenty of raves. This might be a long night or relatively short night for him, but no lack of fight in this guy. But it's not all EDM and lollipops when you're in there with 1 in a million Maxmillion.
Maxmillion doesn't listen to EDM. Okay, EDM listens to Maxmillion. And Jordan Castle giving him one little bit of advice before the bell sounds.
Swing and a miss by Maxmillion. Using his agility there is Hex. And Maxmillion, might have a fight on his hands. Is Hex another graduate out of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Academy in Los Angeles? So I'm sure Jordan Castle had his eyes on him as well, because we got to mention, you mentioned the talent of Castle. Castle is a commentator as well and has commentated a lot of the student showcases for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
He's a hell of a commentator. He's a hell of a talent finder and acquirer of brilliant business partners, and his best partner right now is choking out Hex.
I thought you were going to say valuable antiquities at one point, but maybe those two. But I mean, come on, as if, hell yeah, he's got a hold of Castle. But that just opens the door for Maxmillion, as if
I don't like that. Why is Hex attacking Jordan Castle?
Because Castle was whipping him with that towel. Just like a little fly buzzing around.
Always picking on the little guys, Hex.
Well, he's picking on a real big guy here. Now going downstairs, upstairs, all points in between is Hex. Oh, what a shot upstairs. The big man, I don't think has been knocked off his feet in active competition yet, has Maxmillion. And he's got some quality wins over the likes of Fidel Bravo and Matias. He might be going to sleep here.
Go down here is getting a little worse for wear, though, but able to fight out of it.
Kind of shades of Rocky and Thunder Lips there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take the big guy down with the sleeper. Uh-oh, look out here. Wow, what a full Nelson slam by Maxmillion. Another wrinkle in the offense.
That was insane. Hex literally came down crashing on the mat at 100 miles an hour. I don't think he knows where he is right now.
But look at the movement there. Just almost shooting in, and now he's got him hooked. He elevates him. He's got him in the max factor. And he's got the makeup for another big victory. Another decisive win by Maxmillion.
Here is your winner by submission. He is 1 in a million, Maxmillion!
I gotta tell you, TK, this combination of Maxmillion and Jordan Castle is as good as it gets here in Hollywood. The bright lights are not too bright for these two men. Championship gold potentially in their future. What a statement tonight for Maxmillion.
And championship gold will be on the line in our main event. World Tag Team title, 6-man tag action still to come.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to announce that we have breaking news. I've just been informed by Nico Marquez that next week's contest between Scorpio Sky and Kenny King is now a #1 contendership match for the United Wrestling Network World Championship, currently held by Danny
Yep. I heard it. You said it. I heard it. And now that you have set the stakes and set the stage, keep your damn mouth shut. Don't let me tell you that again. Because just in case you slow, or just in case you don't know, my name is Kenny, K-I-N-G, King. And for the last 20 years, man, I've had a problem. And I'm gonna just get right into it. My problem's name is Scorpio Sky. Scorp, you and I have been knocking each other around the wrestling ring for the past 20 years, all around California, all around the nation, damn it, all around the planet. Nobody can get an edge. Singles matches, tag matches, six-mans, y'all win, I win, you win, we win. Nobody can get an edge. But we're not talking about the past, we're talking about the present, we're talking about #1 contenderships. And you can ask around, baby, everybody knows Kenny King ain't lost a step. But you can't ask nobody what Scorpio Sky's stepping like, because nobody's even seen you, Sky. If you look at you, Kazarian and Daniels, SCU's not looking like a fun frat house no more. It's looking like a retirement home for washed up dorks. So the fact is this, dog, next week, the Coastline Clash, don't even show up. Keep your ass at home. Because the fact is, if you show up, I'm gonna show you not only are you never better than me, but I'm gonna drag your ass from Irvine to Redondo Beach, and I will show you that the king of Sting no longer means a damn thing.
The disrespect! You're gonna stand over here and say all those things while I'm right here, dog?
I thought you could hear me.
Yeah, I heard you loud and clear. You're right. We've been all over the world. We've done that dance. But here's the difference. This is the United Wrestling Network, Kenny. This is my home. And no, this isn't a church, but you are standing on holy ground. And I didn't come back here for a feel-good moment. I came back to remind everyone, including myself, just who Scorpio Sky is. And that's a champion.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is main event time on Championship Wrestling. Todd Kennelly, Christian Cole here with the call of the action. Lights, camera, faction are unified. Last time out when they contended for the World Tag Team titles, the match ended in chaos and then erupted in the interview area. These guys doing something that not a lot have done, and that is try and bring the fight to the tag team champions.
Yeah, there was a brawl. I mean, let's just tell it how it is. There was an entire brawl between these men who decided it was a good idea to fight against the Wolf Zaddies and do it next to the broadcast position. There was chaos, broken bottles. It was insane in Hollywood. And somehow these guys are still rewarded with a championship shot. Explain that to me.
They forced the issue. Well, the only reason that's probably happening is because the powers that be, the championship committee, had to give the champions what they want. And that's an opportunity to get their hands on these guys and right some wrongs. And unique here, as the World Tag Team titles will be on the line in six-man tag team action. What a main event here at Championship Wrestling. And here are the champions at full strength. Been quite a while since we saw hysterical Shane Hayes, but he is officially part of this tag team title trio. Full force here, coming at you with Bad Dude Tito, Latino Meat Shea Cabrera, and the hysterical one, Shane Hayes. Does it get any better than this?
It doesn't, and this is one of those nights where you're thankful for the Freebird rule. You're thankful because there is no weak link amongst TMDK. There is no weak link amongst the Wolf Zaddies, the world champions, for a reason. Tonight, we see all the talent in the world in one ring. A championship fight, a grudge match. It's going down in Hollywood.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be the official. I wouldn't want to be Will Madsen to try and make this introduction. I don't know. Yeah. You might want to just dispense with the pleasantries and the immortal words of Darth Vader. These teams are certainly hot under the collar. Powder keg mentality here in our tag team title main event.
You can feel the tension, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel the whole building's mood just changed.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Championships.
Look how jacked Shea Cabrera is.
Introducing first to the challengers from Wakanda Studios. He is Watson, Fresco-Matic, and Action Braxton. The greatest movie you have ever seen. Lights, camera, action! And their opponents. The team of Latino Meat, Shea Cabrera, Bad Dude Tito, and Shane Hayes. The Mighty Zaddies.
TMDK combined with the Wolf Zaddies, the Mighty Zaddies, and look at this. Getting the jump on him again is Lights Camera Faction. This is very reminiscent of up in the interview set.
Oh, are we official yet, Todd? What's going on here?
I don't know. I don't believe I heard a bell. Wild action here ensuing.
A brawl that we just witnessed some weeks ago, now continuing here tonight. And we're supposed to have a championship fight tonight.
Look out here.
My God.
No, the knee of Bad Dude Tito.
And over again. And punishment to the knee.
And again, I think you're right. I don't think this match has officially begun. So all's fair in love and war. And we have a war to settle the score for the tag team titles.
What the hell's going on around here? They're just viciously attacking the knee of 1/3 of the tag team champions, Bad Dude Tito.
Completely decimating the knee, and now the official is calling for medical help. Our head physician, Dr. Morgan, is out there. And you gotta be kidding me, trying to hedge their bets. Well, we're gonna try and restore order. We've got to take a break.
What the hell's going on here?
Are we gonna have a match or what?
My God.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling. Bad Dude Tito has been taken back to the backstage area to get medical treatment, to be overlooked by our physician. And I'm told that this match will continue. And as for now, Christian, it will be 3-on-2, but that is not a factor right now as Shane Hayes is a house of fire.
Yeah, hard not to be distracted with our thoughts, of course, with Bad Dude Tito right now, who's currently being worked on by Dr. Morgan here in the back. And it looks like Tito wants to continue the fight, but under the advisement of doctors is being forced to the sidelines here during this championship fight.
That knee was absolutely decimated into that ring post time and time again. And imagine the advantage, the numbers game. We talked about full strength. Right now, the champs aren't at full strength. It is a power play, and a nefarious one at that, by Lights Camera Faction.
I'm sorry, Todd. I'm at a loss for words as we watched Bad Dude Tito get absolutely destroyed by Lights Camera Faction in what can only be classified as a sick attack. And now, the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Championships are in jeopardy for the Wolf Zaddies.
In a big way. And what a cheap shot from the outside by Frisco Matic, who turned the tables in this one because it was a great start for Shane Haste. And now you've got Joe the Action Braxton, who stole, quite frankly, a victory from WWE ID prospect Jack Cartwheel, thanks to the assistance by Ice Williams, who was supposed to be in that match originally, by the way. And I'll tell you, look at this. Look at the triple teaming now by Lights Camera Faction. Big shot there by Fresco Matic into the cover on Haste. And you mentioned it. The titles are in deep, deep jeopardy.
I'm looking at the outside of the ring there. You look at Shea Cabrera, who's got his power meter taken away from, only has about 10 HP left after the brutal fight they got into before the bell even rang, TK. I mean, that's one thing. If you have a championship fight and you do it between the bells, it makes sense. But to jump a man before, it's a lack of sportsmanship, and it seems like a strategy by Lights Camera Faction to capture these championships tonight.
The numbers game has been very effective, and now frequent tags aren't going to make that any better for the champions. Look at this big sidewalk slam by Fresco Matic. He is slicing and dicing, and now Watson with the big splash into the cover, and history was almost made right then and there.
You know, I look at a team like Lights Camera Faction, I see three of the most talented young and up-and-comers in our sport, three guys who earned their championship shot, whether you like how they did it or not, and to fight the Wolf Zaddies, to take out Bad Dude Tito before the first bell, it's just unbecoming of what I think is a championship caliber team. It makes no sense to me.
And you think of TMDK, I mean, they've wrestled everywhere in Japan, of course, here in the United States, but let's talk about Lights Camera Faction. They have been in competition in Ring of Honor, in AEW. They've taken on Matt Hardy. They've taken on the Gates of Destiny. They've taken on some big teams.
Yeah, let's tell it how it is. The Lights Camera Faction is on fire right now. Their careers are shooting into the ethos. And so they don't need to do stuff like that. And normally I would say by any means necessary, I get it. But to jump Tito the way that they did, to potentially ruin the ligaments in his knee, and now it's a 2v3 fight.
The only jump I care about was that jump into the drop kick by Shane Haste and Latino Meat.
And they're going to need every bit of this tenacity from Latino Meat, Shea Cabrera. They're going to need every bit of the jacked muscles, the tag team championship caliber acumen that he has.
Yeah, you got to be full speed ahead. You're a man down. You got to try and win quick. If you're the tag team champions, what a power slam into the cover. Almost did it there. You got to take every advantage you can because you're at an extreme disadvantage when it comes to the numbers.
Looking at Latino Meat, who's in control right now, but you have to ask yourself, I mean, in a 2-on-3 situation, how long can it last?
Well, and even though he's an incredibly conditioned, well-conditioned athlete, he's a big man. And I think that, you know, the Zaddies, when you talk about Tito, who's nowhere to be found because of the injury, and Shea, they're built for a sprint, not a marathon. And again, you got to have your head on a swivel, and your head might get taken right off your shoulders with a clothesline like that. Fresco Matic into the cover there. Easy for me to say. And Fresco Matic almost got the cover into the full mount now.
Only 2.5, but now big right-handed bombs from Fresco Matic. As we see in the background, Shane Haste able to get back up, able to somehow post himself ready for a fight, now able to get his arm out for a tag. Can Shea Cabrera somehow escape this 2v1 situation?
Joe the Action Braxton looking to bring the action, comes down 12-6 with the elbow. That's illegal in a lot of MMA cages. Caught him there right on the crown. took him down, almost got the 1-2-3. When's the last time you saw anyone dominate the time of possession offensively against the World Tag Team Champions like this?
Never, but this was the strategy clearly from the beginning, as you see Action Braxton giving a right hand to Shane Haste. And, I mean, this guy Braxton, he's a star, man. He's got everything you want from a pro wrestler. He's fast, he's strong, he's got championship mentality.
And let's talk about the likes. You know, Lights Camera Faction, they were under the tutelage over who may become, another shot at the title in Kenny King. They were under the tutelage of Kenny King and D'Lo Brown. They learned from some of the very best.
Those are two of the best. I mean, and I don't know that Kenny King or my man D'Lo Brown would advise going in there trying to take somebody out. You could be fined, you could be suspended, you may not even have the championships. If you win them, you could get stripped of them.
That may be the case, but if they win the titles, I think you can clearly say you're looking at the real deal now, if you know what I'm saying. Look at this, though. What a counter suplex by Shea Cabrera, showing a whole lot of Corazon.
Just effortless for him to be able to snap that suplex. And I just love the ability of, wait a minute.
He pulled him down. Look at that, pulled down. Shane Haste, unbelievable. And it's, oh my goodness, it's the coldest man on the planet. Get him out of here. Yeah, send him to the back, there we go. He has no business being out there. It's already 3-on-2, we don't need it to be 4-on-2. Ice Williams being ejected. Our tag team title matchup continues right after this.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling. This has been one of the most chaotic tag team title bouts we've ever seen. Whoa, Ice Williams
now.
Ice Williams just got dropped by Bad Dude Tito. In the back, he's back. From the back, and now he is back.
Tito's back.
Unbelievable.
He's limping to the ring, but he wants in this fight.
Listen to the crowd. The chant of Tito goes out, and we are back to even Steven here. But is this well advised? Is that knee been compromised, Christian? I guess it doesn't matter right now.
All the Bad Dude needs is that big right hand. Yes. He's going one after one.
Lights, camera, action. Take a tour of the bright lights of the Improv.
Now the numbers came too much, though.
Is it?
Look at Tito. There's no way!
Unbelievable!
Incredible!
Adrenaline can do wonders. So said the late, great Gorilla Monsoon. It's never been more evident than now. A double throw by Bad Dude Tito. My goodness. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Bad Dude Airlines, take a flight. This is wild.
Sold out crowd in Hollywood. As loud as it gets in this place, the roof's blown off.
This place is coming unglued, going absolutely bananas for the return of Bad Dude Tito, who was able to ward off Ice Williams and the Doctor. Look out there, Bad Dude Driver. Is that going to do it? No! How close was that?
My goodness, Todd, what a story that would be. After suffering a catastrophic knee injury before this championship fight began, if Tito were able to put this match away.
Tito's shelf life, I think, is short, though, here. That adrenaline's going to wear off. That would have been a feel-good moment if he put him away with the Bad Dude Driver. But he's got nobody to tag right now, and a clip that'll get you 15 on the gridiron might get you some gold in the squared circle if you're Lights, Camera, Faction. Look out here. Oh, my goodness. Tripling up now. Wow. Huge.
What a shame. Oh, my goodness. Shane Haste saves it out of nowhere.
Indeed. Man, this thing breaking down in a hurry. An action blockbuster like no other here. Under the bright lights, look out now. And hysterical Shane Haste, what a cannonball. We have a urgent and breaking news story, partner. Therese, say cannonball.
Cannonball.
Yes. Look out.
Great shot by our production team there as you watch Shane Haste put his body on the line for the tag team championship.
Back in the ring though, and Tito, I think, is the legal man. And if I'm him, you know, that knee has definitely been compromised. Have to make the tag, and he does. To Shea Cabrera. Now you got the Zaddies in there. Look out here. Looks like we got a full moon arising. Double choke slam by the Zaddies. No, save is made at the last split second by Watson.
It's just unbelievable that the Zaddies are even in this position to retain after everything they've gone through tonight here from Hollywood. They're able to somehow get 2.5, but a nasty spear.
Rolling through. That won many a match back in Championship Wrestling from Arizona in the past. Boy, what a match you got here with Watson and Haste. Bam. There's that action stunner by Braxton. Don't turn around, you won't like the view though. Cabrera muscles him up, swinging neck breaker. Boy, this is one big fireworks display. Roll up, oh, not this way, pull at the tights. Whoa, oh my gosh.
I thought that was it.
I thought that was 3 for a second. Spinebuster now, it is hard to keep up with the action here. What an incredible tag team title matchup. This thing has been incredible. War of attrition for sure. Look out here. Total satisfaction. Guaranteed into the cover. The champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still your United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, the Mighty Zaddies.
We got a lot to unpack here, partner, so let's take a look at it in the replays brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. In the early going, that knee was barbecued. It was grilled of Bad Dude Tito. He was set in the back. Lights, camera, faction were looking good, looking like they might win the title.
Yeah, for the first portion of this match, it was 3 versus 2. It was Tito arguing in the back with the doctor saying he could go. But by the end, we saw total satisfaction. And it was the Wolf Zaddies along with Shane Haste of TMDK fame retaining their championship against all odds here from Hollywood tonight.
And in the end, for the champions and the fans in attendance, it was indeed total satisfaction. We'll see you next time on Championship Wrestling.